So, going through example 3, which is where the last video left off, plugging in each of these x values, we would first start with doing 4 times 4 and then minus 3. That would give us 16 minus 3, which is 13. Oops. Then we're going to plug in 5. So 4 times 5 minus 3. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 3 is 17. Then we're going to plug in 7. So 4 times 7 minus 3. So we get 28 minus 3, which is 25. And last, we're going to plug in 9. So 4 times 9 minus 3. So that would be 36 minus 3, which is 33. So filling out the input-output tables takes a little bit of work depending on how many values you have, but what you will eventually learn later on this week is that we'll be able to use these values to then graph this linear function, y equals 4x minus 3, or any linear function that was used to create this input-output table. All right, so we have one more example to go through, example 4. So I'm going to get me a clean page. Okay. So example 4, we're using the equation negative 2x plus 7. So I'm going to create my input-output table, or my xy table, with that information. The x's they're telling me to use are negative 14, negative 9, 4, and 11. And I haven't quite addressed this yet, but if you're at home, know that, though I'm going through this and you can't see a calculator or anything like that, know that calculators are okay to use during this. A lot of the numbers we've been dealing with have been a little bit smaller, but some have been negative, some have been positive, and we are starting to deal with some larger numbers, so know that it's okay for you to be using a calculator to go through these, especially to check your work and things like that. If you don't have a physical calculator at home, but you are working on your Chromebook, all the Chromebooks have a calculator app downloaded on them. And you are welcome to use that, or you can use Google Calculator or cell phone or anything of that nature. So at this time, I'd recommend pausing the video. By now, the goal would be that you're beginning to feel more comfortable with this, with plugging these numbers in. So give example 4 a try on your own, and then press play when you're ready to see the answer. All right, so going through example 4, first thing I'm going to do is plug in negative 14. So I would have negative 2 times negative 14 plus 7. Negative 2 times negative 14 is going to give me a positive 28 plus 7, which gives me 35. Now I'm going to plug in negative 9. So I would do negative 2 times negative 9 plus 7. That would give me a positive 18 plus 7, which is 25. Next, plugging in positive 4, so I'd have negative 2 times positive 4 plus 7. That would be negative 8 plus 7, which is negative 1. And last, I'm going to plug in 11. So negative 2 times 11 plus 7. That's negative 22 plus 7, which is negative 15. Right, and that concludes Concept 2's lesson of input-output tables. Next, you'll find that there are some review problems, and I might make a video or two going through a couple of these review problems. Once you're done with this lesson, this is the first lesson of the week, I would then either watch Concept 3's video or wait until our next class day to watch Concept 3's video. Then at that point, you'll be able to work on this week's assignment because this week's assignment will include Concept 2 and 3 within it. Thank you very much.